Wake up.
Looks like I'm taking a picture.
Hey guys, welcome to our channel.
Hey guys.
Today we wanted to film a how we met story because I feel like we've never talked about how we actually met and everything that was happening. What's that
under the bed?
It's a fork.
Okay, that was like a big old wet stain or something. No,
it's a fork. But anyways, we're just gonna tell you guys how we met and how the Rod family came to be.
We've actually we've never spoken about this, what we're gonna be talking about, but we have had a video up on how
we got caught having sex.
Not literally.
Not caught, but like we got caught.
But we got caught.
Yeah, so if you guys want to know that story,
just let us know.
But this video is just gonna be talking about how we met and everything that was happening. Just because earlier we were talking about it. We were like,
yeah, because of the perfume.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm wearing a perfume that I used to wear when we really started dating, and so it just brought like a lot of memories for him and stuff. But yeah, if you guys are interested, then just keep on watching.
I had first saw her in school. I was a sophomore.
Yeah,
I was sophomore and you were a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
You're a freshman?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Shut up.
Yes, I was a sophomore, guys, and she had a boyfriend. But I'll be like, what the heck? Look at long legs over there, cause she looks like she had she had long ass legs. And so I just remember seeing her, I'm like, oh my god, look at that long legs over there. And then like I'll make fun of her in my head, and like I'm like, okay.
Duh.
But I would check her out and all that stuff. We wouldn't talk, but I would see her.
He would see me in school. I never saw him. I would see his friends. His friends were like the people I knew. And so yeah, back then when he saw me, I think when you noticed me more was when you were a junior and I was a sophomore, because that's when I was in another relationship, and that's when he would like, you know, check me. That's when he said that he would check me out and stuff. But then he left, and so like whatever, nothing happened.
I ended up leaving. I was still at Anisha.
Yeah, you still at Anisha in junior.
Yeah, I was still at the same school with her. I would see her, check her out, and all that stuff. And then I ended up adding her on my Facebook back then when I had Facebook.
And then this one day, I was in choir in high school, like really my whole high school years. And so this day I had a concert close to our house it was at a Christian church. And that day before I went to the church to the concert, because it was in the afternoon. I had posted a status saying, like, for To Be Honest, you know, like the old school Facebook days and stuff. And so then I saw that he liked it, and I was like, oh my god, he's so cute, you know. And so then he liked it, and then that's when I was like, to be honest, you're handsome. And then that's when he liked it. And who started liking everyone's pictures? I think I started liking all his Facebook pictures, like every single picture he had.
Started stalking me.
Yeah, and then he started liking all my pictures. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna message him. And I was in that Christian church, I was messaging him. I was like, hey, do I know you?
Freaking sinner.
I was like, hey, do I know you? And what did he reply? You're like, yeah. You're like, oh, I went to Ganesha, something like that. And I was like, yeah, you seem familiar, blah blah blah. And then we just started talking. I was like, what are you doing? And then he was like, oh, I'm working out. But he was
that's when I'll work out a lot, guys.
Yeah.
And I was a little more paisa there because all I would do freaking play soccer, and that's it. You know? Yeah,
and then like he was talking to me in Spanglish, and he's like, I'm working out y después voy a blah blah blah, like talking in Spanglish. And then he's like, sorry, are you Mexican? I was like, yes.
I thought she was a white girl in the beginning.
I was like, yeah, I'm Hispanic. And then he's like, oh, okay, good, just so you can understand me, blah blah blah. And then I was the one that popped up with a question. I was like, can I have your number? You know, because somebody wasn't making the move.
That's how you do it. They come to me, you know?
And so I was like, yeah, I'm like, can I have your number? And he gave me his number. And that's when we started texting. And so, over here like, yeah.
She's all blue because of her hair. It's funny.
I know, my whole body's blue. Like, even my patas. We started talking a good while, and then I started to show him to my friend, like Noeli. You guys will see her in the next vlog. I started like telling her like, oh my god, he's so cute, like we're talking, blah blah blah. And like I would get all excited just talking to him. And then I remember I was like, you know, like I think we should meet, you know, like we should see each other in person, because we weren't going to the same school back then. When we started talking, I was a junior, the last month of my junior year, and it was his last month of his senior year, so he was about to graduate. This was in 2015. Just so you guys
know, I'm only a year and a half older than she is.
Yeah,
this, so it's not bad.
This happened in 2015.
Sorry, 2018.
Yeah, and it's already 2018. It was like around April when we started talking. And then I was like, oh, like I think we should see each other. He's like, yeah, we should see each other. And I'm like, let's go to that park, you know, the park in the vlog that we showed you guys earlier, that's when we first met. I was like, yeah, let's go there, blah blah blah. And I was going with my neighbor. Me and my neighbor, we were riding bikes because she would go see her boyfriend at the park too. So we rode the bikes, and I was wearing my skirt, like I told you guys, I was wearing my skirt with like some see-through leggings under them, and my boots, and a crop top shirt with like a sweater and stuff. And it was cold that day, guys. It was cold, but I was like, okay, let's go on a little bike, you know, going on to the park. And then we got to the park, and you were late. You were like freaking 15 minutes late. Oh, dude, you're like, oh, my parents wanted me to go to Cardenas and stuff like that before.
I forgot.
Yeah, but he's like, oh, I have to go to Cardenas. And I was like, oh, okay then. And I was waiting for him at the park, and then when I was waiting for him, some guy went up to me. He's like, hey, like, you're cute. And I was like, what the hell? And then he's like, yeah, like, where do you live? And I was like, my boyfriend's on his way. Like, he wasn't even my boyfriend, but I was like, my boyfriend's on his way. He's like, oh, my bad. And he just like walked away.
That's funny.
I was like, oh crap. And so then he's like, oh, I'm already here. And I was like, what car do you have? Like, I don't know, because there's so many people there. He's like, I have this great car, and like he met me like in the back of the park and stuff. And I was like, all right. So I was walking to the park all shy, like, oh my god, I'm gonna meet him and stuff. I saw him, I was like, oh shit, he's so cute and all that stuff. And then he was gonna get out his car, and I smacked the door.
She was all freaking nervous.
I know, I was nervous. I was like acting like, I don't know, weird as crap. And so I smacked the door on him, and he just smiled, blah blah. And then he got out the car, and I was like all like melting over him, because he was taller than me, even though like I was pretty tall already, because I'm 5'6", and with the boots I was like pretty like taller.
Another 2 inches taller.
Yeah, another 2 inches. And so he was still taller than me, because he's like, what, 5'10", 5'11"?
5'11".
Yeah. And so then I was like melting over him. I was like, oh, he's so funny. We were just talking, I don't know what we said, and then like we just started to kiss, like, and he was shaking, guys. Like his lips were like puckering.
I never shake.
Like the little like he was shaking when we were kissing, and like we kissed for like what, good, it was like a makeout kiss. Like we were hugging, and then I saw like one of my mom's friends, because my mom used to go to Herbalife, like with the little grupitos and stuff, and there was a lot of her it was a lot of her friends from Herbalife, and I was like, oh my god, they're gonna be like, mira tu hija en el parque con un muchacho and stuff. He picked me up, like I remember he carried me, I don't know, like
back then, guys, I would work out, so I was fit.
Back then, guys, I was thin.
Since the day we started talking, I've never missed a day where I did not see her, until the day we got caught. Of course, if you guys want to hear the story, just let us know. But I wasn't able to see her for what, like a good 2 weeks? 2 to 3 weeks?
I feel like it felt longer to me.
I think it was like about two to 3 weeks. I was not able to see her. But before that, every single day, guys, every single day, I would always see her. After, of course, we got past those 3 weeks I told you about. Every single day after work, like every single day, we'll see each other. We never miss a day.
Even when he wasn't feeling good,
or
when he was tired, like he would, like when you get out of work, you want to go home and lay down. Like he would not do that. Like he would come straight to my house.
There was point in times where I'll come home from work late, and she had a curfew, so she had to be in the house by by 9:30, guys. And so before I'll get out of work at 9. Oh, 9?
Yeah, because you were gonna work at 8.
Oh yeah, her curfew was at 9. And before I had a curfew I'll get out of work at 8 p.m. and I'll rush it over here to go see her just for 30 minutes, and I will always do that. So yeah, there was a point where I would do anything to see her.
So we just like at the park. We're just, you know, seeing each other, and then we left, and I was like so excited. I was like, my mom didn't know yet that I was like going to the park to see him. She didn't even know I was going to a park. She thought I was just like riding bikes around the neighborhood. I think we saw each other 2 more times at the park, and then the last time my mom was catching on. The second time we saw each other, my mom was catching on, like, why is she going to the park, like all this stuff. And so we went, and then my niece, she was like texting me, she's like, my grandma's she's going for you. I was like, oh my god. We were on the street where he lives, walking, and I was like, look, go across the street, go to the other sidewalk, so my mom passes by, she doesn't see that we're together. When I was like literally about to get home, I saw my mom's little white car coming for me. She was like, where were you? And I was like, oh, we went to 7-Eleven, like me and my neighbor. And I showed her like, oh, I showed her the Rice Krispies. I'm like, we were at 7-Eleven. She's like, like, she didn't believe me. And so then we went home, blah blah blah. And then the third time we went to the park, I told Mom, I was like, Mom, you guys, I put on my jeans, like those jeans that make your butt look good, because I was like, I want him to check me out and all this stuff. And so I was changing, and it was still cold. And so then because it was like already like closer to the night, and then I told Mom, I was like, oh, my go ride the bike. She's like, no más aquí, like only right here on our street. And so I was like, see, yeah, like that's fine. Me, I was like, zin, 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 all the way to the park, you guys, to freaking see him. And then like we got to the park, and like I saw him, he was already walking. I saw him in his khaki shorts, and I was like, cause I was like, where are you? And he's like, I'm walking to the park. And I was like, okay. So I saw him, and then he got my bike, he was like holding it, and we were walking to the little park. We got to the park, in like 3 minutes, you guys, my mom calls me. She's like, where are you? ¿Dónde estás? And I was like, in the park. And she's like, dije que no te vas para allá, que esto que el otro, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh my god, I have to go. And it was like literally, I only saw him for like 10 minutes, you guys. So then I was like, I have to go, I'm sorry, blah blah blah. I feel so bad, like, and in my head I was like, oh my god, he's mad, he's not gonna want to be with me anymore. So he went on the other side, and I was riding my bike, and that's when you went into your house fast. And then you told your sisters, and they came out to see who I was, and I was already riding my bike going home. And that's when she knew that I was going to a park to see someone. And then once I started to tell her, I told her like, oh, he lives right here, and right where he lives is a freaking stop sign. So we would always freaking stop there. And like he would always be outside with his like white pro clubs. Like, oh guys, he was so sexy. Like, he's so white, and then with the pro clubs, he looks so fine.
I'll always be outside doing something, and I'll always hope she'll be like, oh, I'm passing by your house. I'll be like,
yeah, I know.
And I'll come running out just to look at her. And every time she'll pass by, she'll like duck down her.
I would literally duck down, like freaking turn my head. My mom would always be like, I know, se te vas a torcer el cuello. But yeah, you guys, I was like super freaking shy to even like see him and stuff.
Our first day, I'm pretty sure you guys know also, it was not a date, but I guess we went out, was to Starbucks. And she kept everything. I'm like,
I still have you guys, like the first time we ever went on like a little date, like he said, it was at Starbucks, and I was senior ditch day for him. And for me, like I went in at 9, so he went in the morning, and we went to the Starbucks here. He bought me a banana nut bread and I forgot what, I think it was the vanilla bean with extra caramel. And I kept the wrapper from that, and I still have it, guys. I still have the little paper that the bread comes in. I still have it. Like, I'll show you guys once I take it out, but it's in the garage. But anyways, yeah, that was our first ever time. That was the second time we saw each other. Yeah. That
day was embarrassing though too, because my car had stopped.
Yeah. His car stopped working. Like he was about to take me back to school, and it turned off.
My battery had died, and well, I mean, if you guys know, those people that know about stick shift, that all you need is a little push and it'll start again. So I was good thing was I was at a hill, I was inclined. So I let it go on neutral, and I start the car like that. I got lucky. I was able to know how to do that.
I know.
And so I was like, oh, thank God, it's embarrassing.
Yeah,
and so
I was kind of like,
she was like, okay, chop my ass.
No. But yeah, so like then he took me to school, and he was like,
she was gonna leave I'm like, okay with my kiss? Like, okay, just déjame todo seco. You know?
Shut up. Yeah, he was like, are you gonna kiss me or what? And I was like, okay, rude ass. Like, why would he ask me like that, you know? You know those kisses when you really start dating, they're like the best kisses ever. I mean, you still kiss me good.
I know, but my baby, you awake? You wanna be in the vlog too, mama?
She's like, no.
Hola mierda.
Baby! That's my baby! Give me kisses.
Oh, you're mad. But now, guys, we got a little on here. You guys already know.
Yeah.
It was just a crazy time, crazy feeling. You guys don't know how it feels when you first start to date. That excitement, that freaking adrenaline rush you get. But yeah, it just started off because of the perfume she was wearing. It just reminded me of so much of how it felt. Like,
I wish I could go back to that time and just see how everything, like the feelings, like I still have the feelings like that for him, of course, but like I want to, like, I remember how I felt, but I want to feel it again, like feel the strongness, you know, just all
the zing 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 zing.
What the hell?
I think they were riding your bike, you said.
But yeah, guys, so that's basically it on how we met. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, found it funny, found it cute, I don't know. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you guys in our next video.
Bye guys.